Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. As we climb out of this bear market, we'll talk about the 4 cryptos you should be looking at right now. We'll go over each one and explain why we believe these are the 4 initiatives you should be investing in and prioritizing. Looking at the broader crypto market, we've seen Bitcoin bounce between 28 and 32,000 for quite some time. As a result, they are the market's standard. Since then, not much has transpired, with the global crypto market valuation failing to around $1.2 trillion in the last day. There were a few green projects, and on the day, there were a few more. But for the most part, the bulk of projects have fallen in value over the last day. Ethereum is down roughly 3% on the day and up a smidgen of a percent on the week. Because the NFT market has plummeted, Solana is down about 6.17% and 9.82% this week. Moreover, we have funded USD depegged from $1, Tether depegged from $1, and USD coin depegged from $1. So things are not looking good for the remainder of the weekend. Well, we'll see if we can turn things around, but we wanted to talk about a few initiatives first. We're looking at the number 10 on the Crypto Fear and Green Index. We're currently in the state of great terror. People are quite optimistic. As a result, now is an excellent moment to dive into 4 specific initiatives. When it comes to Bitcoin, one of them is the benchmark token. Every 2 years, we observe its cycle in around 2-year cycles. Bitcoin's cycle has been moving downhill and then higher. We all know that if we zoom out extremely far on the chart, we can see that we're almost at the end of that cycle in November of 2021, which implies that we'll just keep heading downhill until more people are willing to invest in the cryptocurrency market. However, we believe that Bitcoin is the benchmark for a reason. People will always have faith in Bitcoin as long as they have faith in the crypto market. We can see that they have a huge market capitalization. They are frequently ranked first with a total value of little around $600 billion. At its peak, the overall market capitalization was well over $1 trillion. The forecast was made before we entered a bear market, and the inflation figures were released as they were. This year, Bitcoin was expected to attain a price range of $100,000 to $200,000. We really do think we could have some sort of bear run, given that we're headed into a recessionary territory. It has both positive and negative effects. This is a terrible thing since people will be more cautious with their assets. This is a positive thing since individuals will not want to keep their money in fiat currency or a stock market that is declining. As a result, the recession may be beneficial to Bitcoin since more individuals may begin to invest in these assets. The current circulating supply of Bitcoin is 91. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. We now have a population of almost 19 million people. As a result, there will be a degree of scarcity at some point, and that scarcity may help drive the price higher. The second and third projects are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are our 2 biggest investments. We continue to deposit a small amount of money into each week, then distribute it out across all the coin. However, for a variety of reasons, Bitcoin and Ethereum are our top 2. Ethereum, they are first and foremost the largest proof-of-stake project. Everyone has an opinion on them. They have a well-known brand. They don't have a maximum supply, but their entire supply is currently about 121 million circulating supply, which is similar to the $213 billion market value. We've seen some downward movement as well as some selling off. You know where they generally trade, but due to the NFT market's downward trajectory, we've seen some big downside movement. We also recall what happened with Terra and UST, which caused the entire market to fall. As a result, we're still healing. Since then, we've traded mostly sideways, but we believe it is a fantastic project that will continue to provide spectacular results. One of the concerns is the upcoming release of Ethereum 2.0. The team has stated that if they are able to accomplish, so they'll be able to launch in August. We'll go entirely to proof of stake once more, and Ethereum will rise once more. However, there are some network difficulties that they must address. Other projects are capable of handling more transactions per second. The Ethereum gas fees were exorbitant when the other deed was disclosed. As we observed, people are often spending more than they were paying for their NFT just to mint it. Up to 10,000, 13,000. So while there are some inherent concerns, it appears that everything will move smoothly. All of the Ethereum investments are still intact. As a result, we're unable to touch them anytime we add new funds. We stake it again because we wish to contribute to the development of this new ecosystem. This, we believe, is the opportunity to do so. The third project is now Polygon. We believe it is grossly undervalued right now. At this time, the stock is trading at around 58 cents, down 3.7% on the day. They're among the top 20 initiatives. Scarcity comes into play here. About 80% of these coins in their circulating supply are already out there. The maximum supply is 10 billion, volume down again about 16. At that 61 to 62 cent level, there were some profit takers. However, because you're only making 3 cents at that time, we just keep it. We believe it is a fantastic buy right now, and we expect it to continue to rise. Looking at our year-to-date performance, which began about $2, we have a 5 times upside. We believe that if we return that, and the all-time high here near the 288.3 thresholds, we can touch this all the time high again. However, this may take some time. There has been sound downward movement. However, we now have renewed faith in the project. Work with the benchmark proof-of-stake model if Polygon wishes to bring the world to Ethereum. They believe that everyone should have access to Web3. It is a decentralized Ethereum scaling platform that lets the developers create user-friendly, scalable D applications that have cheap transaction fees and are completely secure. They established an unrestricted fund to assist Terra projects in migrating to their blockchain. Another compelling reason exists. We do know that the Terra Foundation made some blunders in terms of project designs. Doc1 didn't seem to be getting any better after that. However, as members of the Terra community, we must attempt to pick up the pieces of their now defunct economy. Polygon is appealing to dozens of developers who are working on applications based on the defunct blockchain. They are now a tier in the blockchain. They've already set up a multi-million-dollar fund with no limits so that the Terra projects can proceed forward. It will be funded with the $450 million they previously raised. It was undoubtedly a treasure and a 100 million person ecology at the same time. Ryan Wyatt, the CEO of Polygon Studios, stated that he didn't want to put a limit on the fund because the purpose was to ensure that there was enough money set aside to assist creators who wanted to go to Polygon. To do so, it is critical that we have it because each of their conditions is unique and the terrorist situation isn't like anything else. The one thing that we think could be an Ethereum killer is fast trading at 38.40. Again, incredibly undervalued, but the entire market is undervalued at this time. So again, this is another one of those projects that will move forward so quickly whenever we start to run again. It could be outspacing the rest of the markets 2, 3, or 5 times to one coin. Current market cap is nearly $13 billion, fully diluted $19 billion. They have completed 78 billion transactions thus far. This number has been steadily increasing. These figures are only going to get higher. It is extremely inexpensive. It won't exceed 1 penny per transaction. 0.025 at the moment with 1,766 validator nodes on the top of that. They have the world's fastest blockchain and the fastest growing crypto ecosystem with dozens of projects spanning DeFi, NFTs, Web3, and even more. Now, the question that everyone is asking is whether Ethereum or Solana is superior right now. We have a variety of items here. Their mechanisms are currently somewhat distinct. Ethereum uses the same method as Bitcoin at the moment. However, as of August, Ethereum will no longer be limited to 30 seconds per transaction. 65,000 transactions per second are possible using Solana. Ethereum's block time is 50 seconds, but Solana's is only 1 second. So Ethereum has a lot of work ahead of it in this area. It has a potential to be an Ethereum killer because the transaction costs are substantially lower. Solana fails to maintain sufficient transparency market caps despite Ethereum's big developer community. The network size is not even close right now. Ethereum has the greatest network, bottom line. They're both going to be fantastic. Ethereum is not going away anytime soon. However, Solana has the potential to give Ethereum a run for its money. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.